The moment she stops seeing you as just a friend, there's a moment, a subtle shift, where her perception of you changes, not with fireworks or fanfare, but in the quiet space between one interaction and the next. You might not even notice it, most guys don't, but it's real. It's a transition that rarely announces itself loudly. Instead, it whispers between glances and pauses in the middle of conversations that used to be effortless, now suddenly feel a little more loaded. In this video we're going to explore 7 little-known signs that she's no longer seeing you as just a friend, and trust me, these moments don't come with a flashing neon sign. They come wrapped in nuance, in hesitation, in moments that feel more intentional than before. 1. She listens with tension instead of comfort. In the friend zone, conversations are soft landings. You're the guy she can vent to about her day, her boss, her weird roommate. No stakes, no tension. It's a safe space where words flow without consequence. But when that shift happens, suddenly she's listening differently. Her body tenses a bit when you mention another woman, even casually. Her responses slow down, like she's editing herself more carefully than usual. It's not jealousy, she admit to, but it's definitely not indifference anymore. Her relaxed posture becomes slightly alert. Her reactions carry an undercurrent of something unsaid. It's as if she's tuning into the emotional frequency of your words, trying to decode meanings that were never hidden before. That safety net of platonic is wearing thin, and she's starting to feel what's under it, a mixture of vulnerability, curiosity, and hope. 2. She starts asking questions she didn't care about before. These aren't "what are you doing this weekend" type of questions. These are deeper questions that have more to do with long-term compatibility than casual curiosity. Where do you see yourself living long-term? Would you ever date someone with kids? Do you believe in soulmates? These aren't casual curiosities, these are filters. She's collecting data she never needed. When you were just the friend who brought snacks to movie night, now every answer feels like it carries weight, because for the first time she's imagining herself as part of your future. She's not just asking about your goals, she's picturing if her dreams could align with them. She wants to know the architecture of your life, to see if there's space for her to step into it. 3. Her compliments change from surface to subtext. Before you were funny, nice, such a good guy, the kind of compliments women give to baristas and childhood friends, polite acknowledgments, nothing too intimate. But then suddenly you're grounded, capable, different from other guys. The shift is subtle but seismic, because these aren't about your actions anymore. They're about who you are, and she's not just noticing your sense of humor. She's noticing your presence, your choices, the way you handle pressure, your silence, your voice, your energy. She's no longer admiring you like a museum piece, she's evaluating you like a house she might want to move into. She's paying attention to your emotional structure, your foundations, your strength, not just your decor. For she makes space for silence with you in the friend zone. Silence is awkward. She fills it with gossip, or random TikToks, or the latest drama in her group chat. But once she sees you differently, she doesn't rush to kill the quiet. In fact, she lets it stretch. Why? Because the silence doesn't feel empty anymore. It feels charged. It's the unspoken language of people who are aware of each other. She sits closer. She lingers longer. She lets the moment breathe, because she's wondering if you're going to do something with it. That's not friendship, that's emotional electricity. She's curious about what could emerge in the space where neither of you is speaking, because sometimes the unsaid speaks louder than anything you could say. 5. She begins to mirror your rhythm instead of running her own. Pay attention to timing. When you were just a friend, she responded when it was convenient. She made plans around her schedule, not yours. But now you text at 842 and she replies at 844. You mention you're into hiking, and suddenly she's always wanted to try it. Her pace is syncing with yours, not because she's bored, but because you've become a reference point. You've stopped being a bystander in her life and started becoming part of the beat. She notices what you post. She aligns her energy with yours. Even unconsciously, you're in her mental landscape, and that shift in rhythm is a signal she's thinking in terms of we, not just MI6. She protects your image in rooms you're not in. You'll hear it secondhand. Someone will mention she really went to bat for you when so-and-so made a joke. That's no accident when you're just a friend. She might tease you, mock you playfully, even toss you under the bus for laughs. But when that lens shifts, she guards your name like it's fragile crystal. Why? Because part of her identity is now tied to how others see you. It's not about romance yet. It's about loyalty, and loyalty is the seed that grows into something bigger. She defends your reputation, not out of obligation but instinct. It's as if criticizing you would feel like criticizing herself, because emotionally she's already invested. 7. She stops testing and starts trusting. Here's one most guys never notice when she sees you as just a friend. There are tests, subtle ones. She flakes on plans to see if you get upset. She talks about other guys to gauge your reaction. It's a push-pull game designed to confirm that she holds the upper hand, that she's safe from vulnerability, but once she stops seeing you as just a friend, those tests disappear. Why? Because she's not trying to provoke certainty anymore, she's looking to build it. She lets the guard drop. She shares things she didn't even tell her last boyfriend. She's not trying to challenge your interest, she's trying to trust. She's allowing the emotional armor to come off. And that act alone is perhaps the most intimate signal of all. It means she's opening herself up to risk, to possibility, to the hope that maybe this is more than friendship, and maybe you're not just the guy she confides in, maybe you're the guy she envisions beside her when she's no longer afraid to be seen fully.